So, I've really gotten into the show Breaking Bad recently. Before watching it, I never really liked TV shows. I only watched movies, and that was pretty much it. But back in the month of October of 2022, after hearing so much buzz about it, I decided to give it a try, expecting not to like it very much. Now, I'm absolutely hooked. It's the first TV show I've ever truly been invested in. I mean, the story is unlike anything I've ever seen, and every time I watch an episode, I want to watch the next one right away. Having gotten up to season 4, I decided to search on Google if there were any lost episodes of the show because, lost episodes of TV shows are always interesting. But soon I found a Reddit post on r/creepypasta titled, "I co-wrote a real lost episode, ask me anything." The account of the person who posted this post is unfortunately deleted now, so we won't be getting any answers to any questions we ask. But I'll read to you what the Reddit post says, and then I'll talk about what I think when we're done. So let's go. I co-wrote a real lost episode. Ask me anything. Let me preface this by saying that nothing disturbing or illegal has ever happened on Breaking Bad. Okay, well, disturbing and illegal things happen on Breaking Bad every episode, just not behind the scenes. Working on Breaking Bad was the experience of a lifetime, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've read a lot of lost episode creepypastas, and the Breaking Bad lost episode is obviously nothing like that. There are no bloody, hyper-realistic eyes, no pictures of dead, naked babies, no hidden messages planted by the Illuminati or whatever. It was just really disturbing. I mean, again, disturbing is pretty normal for Breaking Bad, but this one was just slightly more disturbing than usual. Oh yeah, and if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, this post doesn't contain any spoilers, but if you haven't at least seen season 1, you won't really get what I'm talking about. So if you're a fan of the show, you probably know that season 1 was originally planned to have 9 episodes, but was cut to 7 due to delays caused by the Writers Guild strike of America. I didn't participate in the strike, so I was one of the few people on the team who stayed to help Vince Gilligan write what was supposed to be episode 9. Dedicated fans of the show also probably know that Jesse Pinkman was originally planned to be killed off in season 1, but due to delays caused by the strike and Vince seeing Aaron Paul's potential, we decided against it. Episode 9 was the episode where Jesse was going to be killed off. We had little time, and with most of the writers gone, we were stretched pretty thin, but we got the script done and Vince pitched it to studio executives. To give a basic summary of the episode was going to start with a flashback of Jesse when he was in Walter White's chemistry class. Walter tells Jesse to stay after class. After the other students have left, Walter tells Jesse that he is in danger of failing and that he has the potential and needs to apply himself. Jesse just calls Walter a bitch and leaves. After the intro plays, we see Walter and Jesse in their usual meeting spot in the junkyard waiting for Tuco. After Tuco shows up, and drugs and money are exchanged, Jesse says something rude to Tuco. I don't really remember what. This pushes Tuco over the edge, and he violently beats Jesse to death. Walter, filled with rage and guilt for the murder of his partner, seeks revenge. Walter kidnaps Tuco and hides him in the crawl space under his house. He locks him up and tortures him for several days. He removes each one of his toes every day and seals the wound with a blowtorch so he won't bleed out and die. But Walter gives Tuco a way out. Walter rigs a shotgun pointed at Tuco to a device with a tripwire. All Tuco has to do to end his suffering is to trigger the tripwire and kill himself. But he never does. Walter Jr. eventually finds Tuco in the crawl space and tries to get him out. Tuco realizes that this is Walter's son, and he pulls the tripwire, killing them both. The episode ends with Walter and Skyler discovering them both dead, and Walter having to admit his wrongdoing to his wife. Obviously, since the account was deleted, he wasn't able to answer people's questions. It's not like there were that many questions, there's only 4 comments on this post anyways. Obviously, the studio executives rejected this idea. Vince would pitch really dark ideas during meetings all the time, and usually we dumbed them down, but this time we were in a hurry, so we just figured, frick it, it's an adult show. I'm just gonna tell you right now that since the studio executives rejected the idea, we never filmed it, so you're obviously never gonna find the episode anywhere. I don't know where the script is, it's not like they threw it out. If I had to guess, I'd say that it's in a box somewhere at Sony Pictures Television. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But yeah, my general thoughts on this quote-unquote creepypasta is, yeah, I'm kinda glad they didn't make this episode. I mean, think about it. Killing off Jesse and Walter before the second season would drastically shorten the story. Skylar finds out what Walter's doing on season 3. Imagine if she found out during season 1. Plus, it would feel very out of place from Breaking Bad's absolutely genius storytelling and just feels like a Saw movie, if anything. Plus, they state at the end that the script is probably somewhere at Sony Pictures Television, and honestly, I doubt that the script would ever be released unless there was very high demand for it. I mean, after all, this post was made 3 years ago, has 1 upvote, and only 4 comments. So yeah, not much exposure. Anyways, yeah, that is the story of the real Breaking Bad lost episode. Honestly, the fact that this is a real confirmed lost episode and not some creepypasta type thing really makes this all the more interesting and kind of disturbing in a way. I can't imagine Breaking Bad would be as popular as it is if that episode was made and aired. Or who knows, maybe it would have turned Walter into the next Jigsaw. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.